My family 8 days ago, just 8 days ago, in 9th February 2024, the Daily Mail published an article with a headline saying this, and I quote, Prince Harry makes Garfield speech at Las Vegas NFL Awards Bash in first public words since his father, King Charles, was diagnosed with cancer, but makes no mention of his father or his cross-Atlantic dash to spend 30 minutes with him, with Charles. Basically, the Daily Mail, royal experts, were whinging because when Harry was my family presenting an award to Cameron Heyward, who is the NFL Man of the Year, Harry, when saying wonderful things about Cameron Heyward, my family, Prince Harry, simply never mentioned King Charles' name. Harry never spoke about King Charles' cancer diagnosis. It means that the Daily Mail were hoping that Prince Harry would say something, anything, publicly about King Charles' cancer diagnosis. And they were angry because Harry never said a word about it. Never made a public statement about King Charles' cancer diagnosis. And now, when Prince Harry speaks about Charles, as he did in an interview with Good Morning America, William Reeves, now members of the Rota are complaining, whinging about Prince Harry. And yet Harry said nice things about Charles. That is what Prince Harry did. You know, royal experts like to say this, and I quote, the Prince Harry and Meghan are damned if they do and damned if they don't. Meaning that in this case, for example, if Prince Harry never spoke about Charles' cancer diagnosis, they were going to complain, as they've done. And Harry, by speaking about Charles' cancer diagnosis, also, the media is complaining. The tabloids are complaining. You know, which shows us exactly what UK media meant when they said Harry is damned if he does and damned if he does not. That they are going to attack him anyway. Basically, that is what that phrase means. In my family, right now, I am so proud to tell you this, that a New York magazine has seen the hypocrisy of the UK media. A reporter who writes for a New York magazine has seen the hypocrisy of the UK media, and my family, that person who goes by the name Margaret Hartman, who is a senior editor of the Intelligencer, who has worked at New York since 2012. My family is calling out the hypocrisy of the UK tabloid press. She is calling out the hypocrisy of the UK media. And my family, UK media, are becoming a laughingstock across the entire world. My family, she wrote, and I quote, as a headline, Prince Harry infuriates royals by saying nice things about King Charles. My family, because that is what Harry said. You know, he said nice things about my family, you know, Charles. And once again, I want you to hear what my family, once again, Prince Harry did say my family. You know, please tell my family hear this.
Family nearly 4 years ago. The Duke and Duchess's every move has made headlines. And just last week, an unexpected diagnosis for Harry's father, King Charles.
How did you get the news that the king was ill?
I spoke to him.
And what did you do next?
I jumped on a plane and went to go and see him as soon as I could.
How was that visit for you emotionally?
Look, I love my family. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go and see him and spend any time with him, I'm grateful for that.
What's sort of your outlook on his health?
That stays between me and him.
An illness in the family can have a galvanizing or sort of reunifying effect for a family.
Absolutely.
Is that possible in this case?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, throughout all these families, I see it on a day-to-day basis. You know, the strength of the family unit coming together.
Just physically being in California, how have you processed the fact that there's so much happening back with your family where you come from?
I have my own family,
right.
So as we all do,
yeah.
right? So, you know, my family and my life in California is as it is. You know, I've got, you know, other trips planned that would take me through the UK or back to the UK. So, you know, I'll stop in and see my family as much as I can.
That's my next question about your family. How's Harry the dad?
How's what?
How's Harry the dad?
I can't tell you. That's classified.
Okay, it's super top secret.
It's top secret.
Really?
No,
my family. You've heard what Harry said about Charles. My family, first of all, he never even spoke extensively about King Charles' cancer diagnosis. He said nice things about his extended family. He said he loves his family and that Harry has other trips planned that will take Harry back to the UK and also, or even through the UK. My family, that is what Harry said. And he hopes whenever he passes by, he is able to see his family back in the UK. That is what Harry said. My family, he has not said a single negative word about Charles or about any other person. In fact, what Harry said was positive things about, you know, his family back in the UK, his extended family back in the UK. You know, that is what Harry said. And also, he reminded William Reeves that he has a family of his own in California. And my family, I love that. Although also it made me sad, as I've said, to see how the media tries to ignore the fact that Harry does have his own family who live in California with him. You know, I don't like that they keep on ignoring that Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet are Harry's very own family. I don't like that. But I'm happy that my family, Harry, made that very clear. So my family, based on the hypocrisy of the media, even reporter who my family works for a New York magazine is calling out the UK media's hypocrisy. And my family, allow me to read you exactly what Margaret Hartman has said, and I quote, "Have you ever had a moment when you are relentlessly complaining about someone, and then you suddenly realize that actually you are the problem? It seems that such a revelation is long overdue for the royal family in Britain and many royal commentators." My family, I like that part very much. Have you ever had a moment when you are relentlessly complaining? That's what UK media outlets do every single day. Even when Harry and Meghan are not seen, even when they are not visible, UK media are always complaining constantly about Harry and Meghan, time and time again. Like every single day, they're always complaining about this, about that. They even create stories just to complain about what they themselves have written about Harry. That's how my family UK media operate. Even today, apparently, Kate Manzi, Carnival, also expert, has written an exclusive, what she calls an exclusive, saying that Prince Harry has told his friends that he's willing to temporarily resume doing road duties on behalf of King Charles while Charles is ill, to help out and also to try and heal or mend the rift. And then you have some Carnival, also experts, debating a story written by Kate Manzi, one of their own, one of the members of the Royal Rota, debating a story written by them, and then also attacking Prince Harry. Some saying Harry should not come back. Others are like, that would be a nice idea. That would be a nice idea. And we all know that that is what UK media dream about every single day. Harry returning alone without Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. If there's something that we all can agree that UK media want really badly, they can bring in commentators who are like, no, we don't want this. The public will be angry, as I've heard some of them saying. And then others are like, you know what? This is amazing news. And also, we can be able to heal or mend the rift that Harry has with Charles. My family, the fact remains this. Prince Harry has told them he has his own family. He has his own family in California. A family that UK media and the farm want him to abandon. Harry is not going to do that. Harry is not going to do what UK media want him to do. If there is something that the media, UK media, want Harry to do, number one, they want Harry to drop his cases against the UK tabloid media, like Daily Mail, The Sun. They want Harry to drop his cases, and also not to pursue, his action, my family, of wanting those who engage in phone hacking to be jailed. The media in the UK don't want that to happen. They don't want that to happen. Remember what has been said about the UK media. They are a protection racket. They protect each other. And that's why it's been difficult for those who've engaged in phone hacking to answer for their crimes. And Prince Harry wants to pursue to the end all those who've engaged in phone hacking, like Piers Morgan and other Carnival also experts who knew about phone hacking. Remember, the judge said that Piers Morgan knew about phone hacking. He knew about it and never ever tried to stop phone hacking. He knew about it. It means he was guilty. He is guilty. And is afraid of going to prison. And UK media have been attacking of Meghan, of Archie, of Lilibet, just to get Harry to drop his cases against UK tabloids, which Harry has refused to drop them. So, one thing that the tabloid media would like to see happening is Harry dropping his cases against the UK tabloid media. Number two, my family, is they want Harry back. Without Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. That's what they want. And also, they want Harry back for purposes of creating drama around him. He sells papers, and they want him to perform for the media. That way, they are able to sell papers using him, while also propping up the monarchy. My family, that's what the media are so desperate. That's what they want so badly. They want so badly for that to happen, my family. And I am hoping that Harry never ever drops any case against the UK media. And also, my family, I'm hoping, even if, let's say, Charles and Harry reconcile or manage to heal the rift, that my family, Harry, does not return to the royal fold, and that my family, he continues having his own independent life. I want Harry to be completely independent. And my family, I want to see him free. Because life in the farm means a life shackled, whereby you aren't free to do what you want to do. And my family, after Harry and Meghan have tasted freedom, I don't want them to go back to, abuse and putting up with racism, insults from the UK media. I don't push that for Harry and Meghan. So my family, basically, those are just some of the things that UK media want to see from Harry and Meghan. And of course, they want Harry miserable, alone, and following William and Kate in the turnaround. William and Kate around. That's what they want. And my family, I hope that UK media never ever get what they want. But they keep on trying, using attacks, insults, lies to get what they want. So my family, so we need to keep on exposing the hypocrisy of the UK media. We need to keep on calling them out and demanding for them to stop their hate and smear campaign against Harry and Meghan and Harry and Meghan's kids, Archie and Lilibet Diana, as we have been doing. And also, it's important to highlight of how UK media are a global laughingstock, where every single reputable media outlets from all across the world are calling out the blatant level of hypocrisy that members of the Rota who call themselves journalists, reporters, continue to show. My family, that they are biased, that they are not normally abusive. They are full of hate, that they spread hate for profit. And nobody trusts them. My family, right now, I saw a poll that was done whereby, it's about people's trust in the media. In the UK, it was at the last place. Nobody trusts the UK media. No one, and no one should. No one should. And UK media, the world is seeing those polls, and they're calling the UK media industry a laughingstock. They're laughing at the UK media industry. And no wonder the economy in Britain is falling. It's right now, my family, in a recession because of the media, who are focusing on drama instead of important issues in the country. Whereby they want Harry back because they want drama around him. They want to create drama around him. Storylines already that they have written, like that narrative I told you about, that the prodigal son returns. They're itching for that narrative. I have seen it. That's what they want. And they also want the soap opera to continue, the drama to continue. And because of the UK media, Harry can say he wants to reconcile with Charles and William, but UK media are always going to make it extremely, extremely difficult. They're going to make it extremely difficult for that to happen, because my family, their business model, as Harry said, depended or relies on members of the royal family being at constant odds with each other, being in a conflict against each other. That is how the business model of the UK media depends on. That's what it depends on, my family. And of course, let's say, for example, Harry comes back. Do you think that the media are not going to pit Harry against William and paint Harry in a negative light? Of course they will. Of course they will. Abusers don't change. And right now, no reforms have happened. On the media, there haven't been reforms, media reforms that have happened. Tabloids keep on bullying one couple that they've been bullying for 8 years now with the intention of breaking them. My family, that's what UK media keep on doing. There haven't been any kind of media reforms in the UK, in Britain, to show that the UK media will change or have changed. They haven't changed. They've gotten worse. Still, the attacks on Harry and Meghan continue. It's actually increased. So how can Harry escape abuse only to come back to the arms of his abusers, who basically say, as they say that, we are fair, we are a balanced media outlet, while also saying that, that Harry and Meghan are damned if they do and damned if they don't. Meaning, if Harry doesn't mention anything about Charles, we, as the media, are going to attack him. And if it does, we'll still attack him anyway, as they're doing right now. My family, that is not a serious media. The media are not a serious, media. They're not serious. They are not. They are hateful, full of bigotry, mostly racist towards Meghan Markle and Archie and Lily Petana, as we've seen them writing offensive and voiceless articles about Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. UK media are known for being racist. So my family, that hasn't changed. And I don't see Harry bringing Meghan, Archie, Lilibet to an environment that is toxic to their mental health. I don't see that happening. My family. And also, I don't see Harry leaving Meghan, Archie, Lilibet as UK media and the farm wanting to go back and work for Charles. I don't see Harry doing that. I don't see Harry doing that because my family, Harry has shown time and time again that he'll always protect his family, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. He'll never ever leave them. So my family, I don't see Harry ever leaving his family, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. And I don't see that happening. My family. So let's all keep on exposing the hypocrisy of the media and keep calling them out. Last month, Camilla Parker Bowles apparently got the proverbial tongues wagging when she accompanied King Charles to his treatment for an enlarged prostate. Apparently, it is a breach of royal protocol to confront your spouse of 18 years during a medical procedure. Now, Prince Harry has also, made negative headlines and has reportedly angered the royal family by saying nice things about Charles and his family in the UK about King Charles' recent cancer diagnosis to Good Morning America. And Margaret then says, so what did Harry say that was so awful? Hope you are sitting down. Harry said, I love my family. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go see and spend my time, anytime with my dad, I am grateful for that. Apparently, Harry saying that is so bad. It's awful. It's so wrong. My family, it's so wrong according to the UK media. My family, what UK media are angry about is that Prince Harry did not speak to them. He spoke to an American media outlet. That's also why they're angry. And also, I'll be speaking extensively about that jealousy that UK media have, whereby they don't want Harry speaking to an American media outlet. They want Harry speaking to members of the Royal Rota, not American media outlets. My family, it's all about jealousy that they have towards, American media outlets. They feel like Harry is their own personal property. And that only they, the Rota, UK media, should have fast access to Prince Harry. If he ever wants to say anything about the royal family, UK media, Daily Mail, Express, Sun, The Mirror, want to be the ones who Harry speaks to. And Prince Harry has refused to speak with them. And they're angry. And they're pissed off about my family. They're angry and they're pissed off about that. And no wonder they complain really when Harry speaks to an American media outlet. Because of envy, jealousy. And my family, I'm happy that Prince Harry speaks to American media outlets and not British media outlets. I'm happy that Harry speaks to American media outlets. My family, you speak to those who treat you well, who are fair even in their coverage, not those who never ever waste any chance at abusing you, who just like to do it because they're angry because that Harry married a man of color. That is why, the media are so angry and pissed off really. That's one of the reasons as to why they're angry and pissed off at Prince Harry, because Harry married a man of color. It's high time that tabloids, the farm, accept that Prince Harry fell in love with a woman of color. They have children, and no matter what they do or say, Harry and Meghan refuse to be broken by the UK media and by the farm. And they keep on fighting for what they have together. And Margaret then said that, during the segment, Harry was asked about Charles' cancer diagnosis. And he seemed somewhat uncomfortable and did not provide any significant details. Harry confirmed that his father broke the news to him over the phone and that he immediately went over to the UK to see him. And he plans to visit Prince Harry again at some indefinite point in the future. When asked about his outlook on Charles' health, Harry said, "That stays between me and him." So my family, that's what Harry said. There's nothing bad in anything that Harry said. There's nothing bad here. I don't see anything negative that Prince Harry said. And even some things that he said, like how, it was Charles who called him about his cancer diagnosis to speak to Harry about it. Already the palace briefed the media, tabloids about it. Once again, already UK tabloids were briefed about it. And that's why, my family, they spoke of how Charles had called his sons before going public with the news that Charles was diagnosed with cancer. And that even before the interview aired in full, GB News anchors were pissed off and fretted about what Harry might reveal. And a carnival, also called Rafael Heidel, said that Harry should have asked permission to speak about his father's health. On one other GB news program, the host, Stephen Dixon, declared the king is going to hate this. Hate what? that Harry said that Charles had called him to tell him about his cancer diagnosis. Angry about what? That Charles said, he wants to, that somehow because of Charles' illness really, that sometimes because of an illness, it tends to bring, a family together. And that Harry said that he loves his father. Apparently Charles is going to be angry about that. UK media are just being exposed and people are laughing at them, at how full of hypocrisy they are. And the UK media industry is becoming a laughingstock to people across the world. They're laughing at the UK because of their corrupt, unethical, bigoted, racist media industry, in the UK. People are laughing, at what's going on in the UK. And they're calling out the hypocrisy of the UK tabloid media. And my family, I'm happy that people are speaking up. I'm happy that the hypocrisy of UK media is being shown and exposed to the entire world. My family, I love that 100%. And my family, basically, Harry spoke politely and kindly about Charles, about King Charles. My family, that is what Prince Harry did. Now, my family, I want that for the UK media to leave Harry and Meghan alone and just focus on their taxpayer-funded royals they have in the UK. And people from all across the world can see the abuse that Harry and Meghan have endured all these years. And they are calling out the UK media for their bullying and the abuse of Harry and Meghan. My family, that is what people are doing. My family, I think all those who are calling out the hypocrisy, bigotry, and racism of the UK media. My family, I'm happy that people are calling it out my family, My family, even someone in response to what my family's reporter called Margaret had written, said this, that people are seeing this clown show. Indeed they are. Those ones are always angry about anything Harry and Meghan, do. It's basically the default setting. And then my family, how can anyone call that, media? Reporters, journalists, were always angry every single time because two people are living their lives in California, thriving, doing well, in love. When they want to see them destroyed, instead Harry and Meghan are thriving. People are calling out the actions of the media of bullying Harry and Meghan, and they are angry, they're pissed off, and they're demanding it stops. They are demanding it ends. Truly, the media industry in the UK, it needs reforms. It needs reforms. And I hope that Harry wins his mission to reform the media culture in the UK, and finally hold those who've hacked his phone accountable for what they've done. My family, with that and so much more, stay tuned on this video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lily, Diana, and Doria Raglan, and all of you members who are at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned on this video. Love you also forever, and may God bless all my family. They are angry also because they have no access to Prince Harry and Meghan. That angers them. And my family, with their abuse of Harry and Meghan, what makes them think that they deserve any kind of access to Harry and Meghan? They don't. They don't. They do not. And my family, I hope that Harry and Meghan keep on, protecting themselves from the UK media, and keep my family holding them accountable for any unlawful acts that they do. Any unlawful acts conducted by the media, I hope that Harry and Meghan hold them accountable for their actions. Now, with that and so much more, stay tuned to this video. Love you also forever, and may God bless you, my family. Hate never wins, love wins, and stay tuned on this video. Keep praying for Harry and Meghan and keep pushing them all the best. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.